Hello and welcome to another video from Let's Drink Tea. Today we're going to learn how to brew Hong Pao tea or Big Red Robe tea. It's a oolong tea from China. It's actually one of probably the most famous oolong tea and also I think one of the most expensive. I think the most expensive if it's from the original trees. So it's a really good tea. The one I have here from Go Art Tea is decent. I got it from Amazon. It's nothing special, but it was cheap, and I figured give it a try. No, can't complain, but it's also not the best I've ever had. So to brew this tea, you want to use 1 teaspoon of tea leaves for 8 ounces of water. This is a 20-ounce teapot, so that would mean 5 teaspoons. I usually don't, when I do it myself, I don't really measure with teaspoons anymore. I just kind of throw some in and I can judge the amount just because I've done it a few times. And the reason for that is, you'll see it's pretty hard to get it on the teaspoons because they're fairly big leaves. So, in the end, these teaspoons are probably not big enough. I'm probably going to need a little bit more than that. But let's give it a try and see where we land. This one's a little bit bigger. That's better. So I can check it out and see. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll add a little bit more, a 1/6 teaspoon. It doesn't make a difference if you use too much. It will just reduce the steeping time, and it will give you more steeps in the end. So you can get, I don't know, out of this I'll probably get 5, maybe even 6 steeps throughout the day. So that's actually a lot of tea. That's why if I brew for myself, I always use a small teapot. In fact, I have another one that's even smaller than this, and that's usually what I use. But for these demonstrations, I like to use this one because it's a much better pot. All right, and then you want to use water. This has been already boiled, but the water should be 90 to 95 degrees Celsius, which is about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's just below boiling. There we go. You can see I didn't use quite enough water, and that's, like I said, I usually use the smaller teapot, so I measured the water in the boiler by the smaller teapot, and it wasn't quite enough for this one, which is a little bit bigger, but no big deal. It's still going to work, obviously. And the steeping time, the recommended steeping time is a minute for the first steep, and that's probably about true. I don't pay too much attention to the times. I just kind of go by the color I like to see. But for the first time, yeah, go by the recommended time, whatever's on the package, usually even, and give it a try. And if you don't like it, if it's too strong, then just do less time next time. And if it's not strong enough, just give it some more time. Basically, you just kind of, the first few times you make a new tea, you just kind of try it out and see what you like, and then you'll know how to brew it from there. And you can see it's already taking on I don't even know what you would call that color, kind of a brownish color there. And that's what this tea looks like. It's a dark oolong. A lot of oolong teas are a lot lighter than this one. This might even be the darkest. Yeah. All right, it looks pretty good to me. Let's take a look here. Yeah, that's quite dark. I think we're done there. Definitely. And like I said, with this amount of leaves, I didn't really put that many in there. I don't know if you can see that. It's probably too dark, but like I said, 5 or 6 steeps probably is what I'll get with that. And I can take a few out. I don't know, they're still really hot, but if you can see these leaves, they're really, I don't know how to describe that. They're really kind of, they're big, but they're wrinkly and old looking, and more so than any other tea I've seen. It's a really unusual tea and an unusual looking leaf. All right, so that's it. That's how you brew Hong Pao tea. As always, thank you for watching.